Few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Soaring high.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end, and that, to me, was his best performance to date.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Here's the 3. They get the rebound.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Trailblazers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Lillard with it. Hardaway picks him up. That's a 2 from Powell. Mavericks with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Kleba kicks to Doncic. Kleba against Lillard. Clock at 6. Doncic passes to Kleba, and Covington sends it back.
Tremendous anticipation from Robert Covington, sends it back.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Portland's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out, looking cold from outside. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lillard dishes to Powell. This one for 3. Portland no good that time either. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Passes it to Doncic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
You got to remember that Luka Doncic is so much more than a shooter. He's got every shot in his arsenal, even amongst the trees in there.
Lillard finds Powell. Back to Lillard. McCollum outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Mavericks leading by 5. Hardaway passes to Doncic.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
With the putback. Kleba with the rebound. Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Fires it up. Here's Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it. Already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Now here's Powell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. McCollum, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Here's Doncic. He's got 7. Porzingis finds Kleber, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Lillard attacking. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Out to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway dishes to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. He was all alone on that one.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
McCollum outside. Count it.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Doncic passes to Hardaway. On the wing, Doncic. Down low, Kleber. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
A 3 from McCollum. And that one is off. Fast break, Dallas. Hardaway with a wide open look. Here's Kleber. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
They've got Jones, Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
Brunson the pass to Redick. For 3, Powell kicks to Redick. From deep three-point range, three-pointer. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Outside, Jones. The pass to Simons. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Trailblazers trail by 15. here is Anthony. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
You know, no surprise to see the hoop and the harm. Melo with the beautiful touch.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Richardson outside. Back to Brunson. To the paint. Here's Melly. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Back to Brunson. Fires from deep. He can't get that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And that one is hammered home.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
.146 left to play in the first half. Here's Brunson. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And then Jones with the jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. It's Redick on the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 8 points for J.J. Redick.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. Fires, high post. Anthony can't hit. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Redick against Jones. Stolen by Cantor. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher. Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Pass to Jones. And stolen by Redick. And here they come. Here's Brunson. The layup off target. Lobs it up for Anthony.
Oh, the pass is perfect, and Carmelo just finishes with style.
And the first half is now in the books. It's Dallas. They're up by 11. From Portland.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. Win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks have... And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Dallas, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
You call that power basketball by Hollis Jefferson. He's willing to go right through the foul.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Here's Doncic. Shoots over Lillard. Doncic finds Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. Covington with the steal. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Inside. Powell. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Powell's got his first bucket in this one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. And it's Rondé Hollis Jefferson with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Trailblazers making a change here. McCollum's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Marjanovic is checked in. The drive by Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And the dunk by Powell.
How about the strength and explosive nature of Norman Powell? This guy excels at absorbing contact.
The Trailblazers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
McCollum passes to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Here's Doncic. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Lillard against Doncic.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Porzingis passes to Finney Smith, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 6-point Maverick lead.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Here's Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Trailblazers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones comes in for Norman Powell. Rondé Hollis Jefferson, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's a +5 in that category.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Doncic with it. He's got 13. Over Anthony. And it's Doncic missing. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Here's Doncic. From outside the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Finney-Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Here's Simons. The putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
26 seconds left in the third. Nurkic kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 5 to shoot. Nurkic can't hit. Now Doncic, 15 points in the game. Pass to Marjanovic. A 3-ball. Porzingis on the foul. Now it's a 6-point Maverick lead.
Amazing when you're 7'3" with great instincts. You create an opportunity to get the putback. Nice work, Kristaps Porzingis.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And for Portland, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Kicks it out to McCollum. And it's off from 3-point range.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And stolen by Redick. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Redick's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Mavs. Powell kicks to McCollum. Bangs on the trifecta.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
Mavericks leading by 5. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Kicks it out to Richardson. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. McCollum dishes to Powell. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Redick for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Lets it go from deep. The shot by Powell, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Redick against Powell. McCollum outside. Back to Powell. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. Lillard from outside. That shot, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Redick against Nurkic. And Redick kicks to Richardson. Offline with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 7. To the paint. Covington passes to Lillard. Shoots it. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Redick. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And the 3 off target. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up to the Portland Trailblazers. Powell, the pass to McCollum. Kicks it out to Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
The shot by Redick, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Back to Powell. Lillard dishes to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Trailblazers. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside, Redick. There's the dish to Cauley-Stein. Just 3 to shoot with the shot. And the shot is long.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Mavericks leading by 4. Outside, Redick. Down low. Here's Powell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
How about the skills of Dwight Powell down low? Hard for the defense to match up with his length.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
McCollum finds Covington. Three-pointer, Lillard. He can't get that one to fall. Now Dallas takes it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Brunson. Off target from outside. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Portland, no good that time either.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Richardson kicks to Brunson. And the three ball is good. Lillard outside. And so it's Dallas winning this. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA DA.
Well, Kevin, and
Thanks, David. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. And there's Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2. And Covington stays with it.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here's Leonard. Outside for George. Launches a 3. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Morris with the rebound. Here's the Clippers. Here's Jackson. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Lillard against Jackson. Over to the wing. McCollum outside. He kicks it to Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
It's Jackson atop the key. Pass to Zubac. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Morris. The Clippers need to get off a shot. That 3 off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And the Croatian big man, Ivica Zubac, a big hip-hop fan. His teammates call him Zupac.
It's amazing that he was traded from the Lakers to the Clippers, so still home games here at Staples Center. Nurkic plays with a little bit of that edge, a little bit of moxie, and that toughness is something the teammates can rally behind.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George. I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
George against McCollum. Leonard with no one around. Los Angeles with another miss. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Kicks it out to Lillard. The pass to Powell. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard on the wing. Three-pointer. Kept alive. It's good on the putback.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Now here's Lillard. Over Jackson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. Lillard against Beverly. Kennard for three. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. The three from McCollum. Kennard with the rebound. The Clippers trail. Ibaka outside. Beverly wide open. Drains the three-pointer.
You can't play too far off of Patrick Beverly, or this can happen.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Powell with it, defended by Batum. Oh, Covington in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Using that athleticism to convert the alley-oop. Covington is simply a difference maker out there.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. They trail by one. To the middle. Shots good by Kennard.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Lillard looking around. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got five. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. He should have a good one.
Beverly against Lillard. Pass to Kennard. The three. And another three for the Clippers.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And the dunk by Covington.
For a player who plays with emotion like Covington, those kind of plays can really get your motor running.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. The Clippers on top. They lead by one. And the second quarter will get...
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for the Clippers right now, we've got DeMarcus Cousins, Luke Kennard out there at Patrick Beverly. And it's Ibaka, and it's Batum in at the three spot. Pushing it up. Stolen by Beverly. Ibaka down low. He's against Cantor.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. A shot by Batum, no good. Portland leading. And stolen by Cousins. Here's Beverly. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's Simons. Kennard covering. And it's Cousins with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kicks it to Jones. Clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot. Shoots it up. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Clippers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Leonard the pass to George. Offensive rebound. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. And it's George missing.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Out to the right wing. Hollis Jefferson in the post. Guarded by Jackson. For 3. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson down low. Hollis Jefferson's there. He gets it in there. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Pass to Simons. Can't hit from in close. Clippers leading by 5. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Leonard. Back to Jones. Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard with the ball.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard. Killing it in transition.
Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. To the inside. Can they get it? And it's Simons missing.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Jackson misses. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And dropping the sledgehammer there. He curbs a 10-0 run by the Clippers.
The 3 from George. Portland grabs the miss. And now Portland on the break.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Clippers lead by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding. That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Robert Covington. What a contribution.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and the championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
From deep, they get it back. Covington. Lillard with it. Guarded now by Moore. And finished off by Nurkic.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And it's Leonard missing. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. And the call. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Leonard on the wing. Takes the 3. And the dunk by Zubac.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you. The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Powell with the steal. A solo fast break. George against Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Leonard with the bucket. And now a 5-point Clipper lead.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Lillard against Jackson. And here is Powell. He has 5. 4 on the shot clock. And here's McCollum for 3. On pass to George, and George with the stop.
A good chance to see Paul George burst that time.
Jackson against Lillard. Portland no good that time either.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here. And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Trailblazers trail by 10. Powell with it. To the middle. Nurkic the pass to Covington. Powell for 3. The shot comes out. And the Clippers will come the other way. And last season, Marcus Morris's name, one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switched to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ennis Cantor's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for McCullough. Passes it to Kennard. There's the three. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock.
Cousins on the stick back. Tenacious job rebounding and then a monster mash on the rim.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. Not going to go that time. Back to Jones. Batum with the steal. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Beverly against Lillard. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Six seconds left in the third quarter. Now the pass to Carmelo. Jones, that's for two. And that one released in time, but no good.
So fun watching Patrick Beverly just get after it and alter shots with how much energy he plays with.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Batum is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Ibaka. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Kennard in at the 2 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Los Angeles leading by 7. Beverly deciding where to go with it. It's up a 3. And that's good. Luke Kennard for 3.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka outside. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Jones finds Hollis Jefferson. Anthony. And the rejection by Cousins.
I like it. Cousins making impact on the defensive end. Nice to have a rim presence and blocks that shot away.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups. So maybe just a step too far.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Beverly with the ball. Jones covering. Back to Beverly. Kennard on the wing. A baseline J. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Kennard's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers. Hollis Jefferson passes to Anthony. Now Hollis Jefferson. No good on that one. Nice D from Cousins. Kennard kicks to Beverly. Cousins, the pass to Kennard. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Cantor. Now Hollis Jefferson. Jones for 3. The rebound by Ibaka. Clippers leading by 12. Batum for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Stolen by Zubac. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. Here's George. Right side Leonard. From downtown. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Ball's knocked loose. Leonard against Powell. Pass to Simons. And here's McCollum for three. Portland no good that time either. Clippers leading by 12. Oh, trying for it. Leonard finds Zubats. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. It's Powell on the wing. Leonard with the steal. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for George.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
Here now the Clippers. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And again, no good by the Clippers. Powell with it, guarded now by Jackson. Kicks it out to Lillard, passes to Nurkic. Powell against Jackson. Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland again missing. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass and the dunk by Powell.
Good to see Damian Lillard take a more proactive approach to getting his teammates involved here in this one.
Trailblazers foul call. CJ McCollum. That's his.
Outside Jackson. Morris passes to George. Takes a three. That one doesn't go. And the miss. So the Clippers winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for Their fans are ready, and if this shot from earlier is any indication, the Mavericks certainly look ready too.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks had far and away.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in a 2-guard. And for Dallas, Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low. And here is Doncic. Rebounded by Jackson.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
The shot by George, no good. Here's Doncic. Up top, Porzingis. Fires the 3. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Porzingis. Doncic has got the first points up on the board here for the Mavs. Jackson against Doncic. It's George on the wing. George missing again. Stolen by Jackson. And George, here we go, misses from close range. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Down low. Powell. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Leonard. The tray. The Clippers get another chance here. Zubac kicks to Jackson. From deep, George. The Clippers keep it alive. They shoot again, and Zubac puts it in.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Doncic against Jackson. Richardson outside. Pass to Kleber. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. LA has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And Leonard has it in the corner. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
In the corner, it's Kleber. Out to Doncic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. They trail by 3. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And there's the pass to Leonard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's Richardson, and a slam dunk by Richardson.
Doncic using quick, active hands. The fast break started beautifully because of it.
Morris inside, guarded by Powell from 13. Morris with the bucket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now, here's Doncic. He kicks to Powell. Over Morris. The shot by Powell, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Leonard fires away from outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. One-on-one here. Pass to Doncic. Pass to Kleba. Dallas moving the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, intensity always a good thing, and Powell brings it solid at getting after offensive rebounds for his team.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Tipped away, and George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Brunson against Beverly. Now Brunson. Outside, Redick. Back to Brunson. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 5. And back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. We've got Patrick Beverly. Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3. He lobs it up. Pass to Brunson. Marjanovic with it, defended by Ibaka. Marjanovic passes to Redick. Hits it from 3-point range. Redick's got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
Boy, the catch and shoot shot doesn't get any better than that. Redick on the money, ATM time.
There's the pass to Kennard. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Dallas leading by 8. Redick surveying the D. Back to Cauley Stein. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. No good on the 3. Clippers trail by 10. Beverly finds Batum. It's tipped. Now here is Ibaka. Inside. Beverly the pass to Batum. Top of the key, Ibaka. Here's man. Back to Ibaka. Passes it to Kennard. Shot clock at 5. And the Clippers miss again.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Marjanovic passes to Brunson. And here is Cauley Stein. Pass to Marjanovic. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Redick's got 5 points so far.
Nice tip to him there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Right side, Batum. Now here's Beverly. Tight defense on him. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Redick against Kennard. Redick passes to Marjanovic. And the layup's good off the glass. Marjanovic has got his first basket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Mavericks leading by 11. 1:51 left now here in the second. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Marjanovic. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Ibaka.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Beverly knows he's out there to pass the ball, guys. A skilled floor general. He really distributes it well.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Marjanovic finds Redick to the paint. Poked loose. It's stolen by Ibaka. To the middle. Here's Batum. The shot, no good. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Outside for Redick. And it's off from three-point range. Man passes to Kennard. Clippers moving the ball around. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Fast break, here they come. And the pass to Finney-Smith. And good that time. And the Mavericks lead by 10. Clippers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Marjanovic. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Brunson kicks to Cauley Stein. Now here's Brunson. Guarded closer. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Who got PG?
Passes it to Jackson. Back to George. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. And the Mavericks over the past couple of years. And that.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
Yep, and you know what? He does the dirty work for him. That grit and grind type of work. Always hustling all the time.
Porzingis is out there with Powell. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Richardson in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Powell with it. Leonard picks him up. Powell, the pass to Kleber. Back to Powell. Jackson against Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Porzingis. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Porzingis has got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Leonard against Kleber. Pass to George. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's Leonard missing.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
A shot by George, wide open. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Two open that time. Made it look too easy. Doncic has got 6 points.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Here's the three. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Doncic. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. For the three. Here's Doncic. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Morris.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Doncic against Jackson. Richardson gets a wide open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 7 points in the game.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Outside Jackson. Back to George. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter of the game. Leonard the pass to Morris. Now the dish to Jackson. From deep three-point range. That one's not going to go. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Doncic looking it over. Kicks it out to Richardson. A three-pointer, no good. Clippers trail by 14. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
Jackson against Doncic. Dishes it to Richardson. Tries to save it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. For Los Angeles, they've gone somewhat so far 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Mavericks with possession here. Now here's Brunson. Redick with the three, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks enjoying a 12-point. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers, Luke Kennard out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Batum, and it's Ibaka, and it's Mann in at the 3, the small forward. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
The pass to Kennard. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Brunson against Beverly. Brunson with it. Redick passes to Marjanovic. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 15. Moves back up. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Shoots a 3. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Passes it to Redick. Here's Finney-Smith. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers trail by 14. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Brunson against Beverly. Kennard for 3. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Marjanovic against Batum. Marjanovic down low. Pass to Brunson. Off target with his 3. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Pass to Finney-Smith. The feed to Cauley-Stein. The pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Cauley-Stein. 4 on the clock. And Brunson has it in the corner.
The nastiness, the edge, the tenacity, the ferocity that Beverly plays with, really admirable.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Beverly against Brunson. Feeds to Cauley-Stein. Redick for 3. They get it again. Marjanovic. Cauley-Stein kicks to Brunson. Redick against Kennard. Redick passes to Marjanovic. Cauley-Stein. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Batum finds Beverly. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Runs in the pass to Finney-Smith. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Mavericks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Luka Doncic.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And now the Clippers on the break. Kennard for 3. The shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. He tries for 3. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Los Angeles ball.
And it's the Clippers' ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Passes it to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, just the length and explosiveness. Ibaka is a true force at the rim.
And here's Brunson. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Seen from above. Welcome. Hey, Dave.
Well, the ceremony.
Thank you, D.A. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Dallas, they've got Dwight Powell. Richardson is out there with Doncic. Then there's Maxi Kleber, and it's Porzingis in at the 5. Now, here's Doncic. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
McCollum against Richardson. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Pass to Covington. Lillard outside. Rocket 2.
Well, this is the kind of effort you want to see from Luka Doncic. We know how good he is offensively. Right there playing solid D.
Now the pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Covington in the corner. Doncic against Lillard. And it's Lillard again missing. From deep. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Richardson.
Man, that is ridiculous range from Luka Doncic. Yes, step across half-court line, I'm in my range.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Good work there as it goes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Richardson after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layups.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first. And Richardson drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, Luka Doncic making his own opportunity offensively with the defense he plays. Nice.
A 3 from McCollum. Powell pulls it in. Dallas has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Doncic, no good. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Lillard against Doncic. Pass to McCollum. Shoots the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic looking it over. And they double up Doncic. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. .133 left in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
And Nurkic has it in the corner. And here's McCollum for three. Here's Covington. Porzingis with the rebound. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. There's the triple. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, Porzingis with the rebound.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots. I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
And the dunk by Covington.
Well, you have to love an authoritative finish, and Mr. Covington leaves no doubt.
Now, here's Doncic. 8 points for him. Richardson finds Doncic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleber. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
And here's Brunson. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Mavericks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And throughout his career, Redick has proven to be very consistent, an effective two-way player who gives it his all.
From past the arc, the shot missing. The three from Anthony. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this.
I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, they've got Enes Kanter, Anthony out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a...
Oh! Wow. I'll tell you what, Hollis-Jefferson doesn't mind showing out a little bit. What a sensational leaper.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. It was shot by Redick, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Redick. Pass to Brunson. 6 to shoot. And another shot. And Redick lays it in. Redick's got 5 now.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
3-pointer. Anthony's shot is off. Dallas leading by 6. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls. And I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Now Brunson outside for Redick. Launches it. Redick can't get that one to fall. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Hollis-Jefferson. And he can't bank that one in.
and now only one away from being in the penalty.
For Dallas, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Brunson the pass to Finney Smith. Cauley Stein with it. Passes it to Brunson. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Simons the pass to Canner. Fires the 3. And it's Simons missing.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
The shot's good from Cantor.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Brunson with it. Now Anthony defending. Here's Brunson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. So for the Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard misses.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Doncic against Lillard. Jacks up a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Out to Doncic. Takes the 3. The Mavericks keeping it alive. A new 14. Goes up again. Porzingis finds Kleber. Offline with his 3. The Trailblazers have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Nurkic the pass to Lillard. From outside the arc. That shot is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with it. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, what was your impression? And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. They trail by 6. Powell is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then there's Doncic. And it's Richardson in at the 2 guard. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. Doncic with it. Now defended by McCollum. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And the pass to Covington. It's up a 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Mavericks leading by 5. Doncic outside. From deep. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 10.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Outside, Covington. McCollum against Richardson. McCollum, no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And it's rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 5. Back to McCollum. There's the 3. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard with no one around. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Lillard against Doncic.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And Lillard throws it down.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
The 3 for Doncic. From beyond the arc and then some. 13 points in the game.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard attacking. Got a piece of it. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Over in the corner, Lillard misses the 3.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Lillard against Doncic. Shoots the 3. The Mavericks rebound. Kleba, the pass to Richardson. Doncic against Lillard. Shot clock at 5. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the
Whoa!
Look out.
I mean, that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Pass to Doncic. Dishes it to Powell. Back to Doncic. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleba. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Lillard surveying the D. Pass to Powell. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've led by as much as 10. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
You have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Redick from deep three-point land. Covington with the steal. Can't hit that one. The third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. Misses from short range.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Simons, the pass to Jones. Lets it go from deep. And it's Simons missing. The Mavericks shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Outside, Redick passes to Marjanovic. The baseline J off the mark.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
Oh, the pass was perfect, and Carmelo just finishes with style.
Brunson scanning the floor. Redick against Cantor, and that one is good. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Kicks it out to Jones. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith, and Jones sends it back. Here's Cantor, and the shot is good. And it's 6 points for Enes Kanter.
And Kanter is a solid athlete now. This guy, a determined driver who can get to the rim with those long strides.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Redick against McCollum. Now here's Redick. He's covered closely. Offensive rebound. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. The pass to Powell. Marjanovic against Covington. Just 5 to shoot. It's Powell on the wing. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Porzingis.
Well, the assertiveness to his approach. Luka Doncic on the catch and shoot. Easy.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Norman Powell on the big-time delivery.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. They've led by as much as 10. From past the arc, traps in the tray. Doncic has got 20 points.
And that three was big. I mean, it cancels out the triple at the other end, and that appeared to really tighten this game up.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock to the left wing. And here's McCollum for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one. Doncic against Lillard. Out to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Lillard. Here's Porzingis. Here's Powell. Powell with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Off target with the open look. Mavericks leading by 5. Doncic with it. It's to Porzingis. Great D that time from Nurkic. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Lock at 6. An absolute pound from three-point range.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through. Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And I think, guys, over time, you would anticipate Luka Doncic becoming more and more of a leader. This guy is so fun to watch from a skill perspective.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Had the space there, but it's offline. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of And the Clippers starting five. We've got Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. And there's Jackson. And it's George in at the 2. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Kicks it out to McCollum. Powell for 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Jackson passes to George, and it's George finishing it off.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lillard outside. Launches a 3. He's off on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And George, here we go. Bank shot, no good. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Powell finds Nurkic. 3-pointer, Lillard. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Portland no good that time either.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And Morris throws it down.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2. Lillard from outside buries it from 3-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is George. Yes, that goes in.
Think back to when Paul George entered the league in the 2010-11 season for the Indiana Pacers. A skinny kid. Not so much anymore.
Lillard against Jackson. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Inside. Here's Covington. A beautiful reverse layup.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Right side Jackson fires from deep. Powell pulls it in. Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Lillard, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
An elite rim protector. Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and time.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. Beyond the arc. No good. His 5th missed shot from the field. He's made 3. Jackson passes to Morris. Leonard dishes to Morris. Pass to George. Powell with the steal. Lillard with it. Jackson on him. And he comes up with the deuce. Lillard's got 9.
And Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Leonard kicks to Jackson. There's the pass to Morris. Now Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. Takes a 3. The offensive rebound. And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And Lillard gets double teamed. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now the Clippers moving it up. From deep three-point range, he can't get it to go. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He finishes. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
Like the execution there from Kanter. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to Hollis-Jefferson. Back to Kanter. Here's Simons. Kennard covering. Jones, no luck. The Clippers trail. And Batum kicks to Cousins. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now here's Cousins. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's McCollum on the wing. Kennard covering. And the basket by Lillard.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Clippers trail by 4. Kennard for 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. McCollum finds Covington over to the left wing. Back to Lillard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
It's so difficult not to foul Lillard. He has so many tricks up his sleeve, and you never know exactly how to shade him defensively. Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Beverly. Passes it to Kennard. There's the triple. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's McCollum. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McCollum's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
To the inside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Here's the proverbial easier said than done. You got to tie up Cousins if you're going to foul him.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Now here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Powell, that's good.
But that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Leonard looking over the floor. Great D that time from Nurkic. Down low and stolen by Cousins. Here's Ibaka. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Now, Cousins just sensing there was going to be an opening and then found his man.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. 1:49 left in the first half. And Lillard kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here's Lillard. The Clippers getting the bucket. Nurkic finds McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Offensive rebound. Pass to Powell. Lillard outside. For the three. No good on the shot. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
You think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player.
Now here's Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Kanter is a monster on the offensive glass.
The pass to Cousins. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Here's Simons. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard, killing it in transition.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of the game. And it's Cousins with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
And it's Simons missing. A steal. Here's Anthony. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, Kanter always thought of as a scorer first. That time, an excellent job spotting his teammate and getting the ball to him.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Kawhi Leonard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ibaka. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the 1. Simons, the pass to Jones. And here's Anthony from the arc. It's rebounded by Leonard. Swiped it away. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Batum comes in for Leonard. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader, because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Cousins with the bucket. And it's a 3-point Clipper lead.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Simons. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Kennard's shot is off.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And here is Los Angeles now. Portland making their last shot. Here's Beverly, and it's denied.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Lillard outside.
Switch.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
But they'll get another chance. Trailblazers leading by 3. Stolen by Beverly. Now the Clippers moving it up. Pass to Batum. Releases. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Lillard with no one around. Portland no good that time either.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
They double team McCollum. It's stolen by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
1:19 left in the third. George. And that one good. That's now 8 points for George.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Lillard against Jackson. And it's McCollum in the corner. Back to Lillard. The 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 1-point game.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
In the corner, Powell with it. From outside, off the mark. Clippers leading by 3. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively. Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 15. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball, and it's George finishing it off.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Back to McCollum. Pass to Lillard. And here's Nurkic. Covington down low. He's against Morris. 5 on the clock. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Finding some space out there on the perimeter was McCollum, and he finds ways to knock it down.
On the wing, George. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
On up the court, McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Powell for 3. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
And the pass to Lillard. From deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Collin passes to Nurkic. Count that one.
Think about Nurkic, how great it is to see him back on the floor. That horrific leg injury back in March of 2019.
Here's George. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The throw good, Paul George.
The versatility of Paul George as he's matured and put some more weight on his frame through the years. He's an exceptional two-way player with outstanding length and a tremendous scoring ability.
Jones, the pass to Simons. No good with the triple. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. George passes to Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
To the right side. Now the feed to Jones. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard with no one around. No good on the triple. Not a lot of time left for the Trailblazers in this one. Anthony finds Jones. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's Simons missing for Los Angeles. They've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. From deep, George. Rebound by the Trailblazers. One-on-one here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Outside for Jackson. Back to George. Three-pointer. And the Clippers miss again.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them. That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Sweet finish from Paul George there. I like to see him get up to the rim like that.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's Simons. Lobs it up for Anthony. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Clippers.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Simons. Fires for three. Cantor kicks to Jones. The three. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
the beaches of Santa Monica. And we've got
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League path.
DA, thanks a lot. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Powell is out there with Maxi Kleber. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Doncic. And it's Richardson in at the 2. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Now here's Richardson. Kleber finds Porzingis. And he's good on the 3-ball. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's Richardson. Paul George making his last shot. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. From deep three-point range. 4 on the shot clock. Fires from 18. Porzingis can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
A nice shot by George.
I tell you, George is an amazing athlete. He's got great speed, and when he's in the open court running the break, that's a scary look for the defense.
Now, here's Doncic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Richardson against George. Back to Cousins. Outside Leonard. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Powell kicks to Kleber. Back to Powell to the wing right side. Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. And it's off the back rim, no good. Outside Jackson. Back to Zubac. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic against Jackson. From deep. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
George with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. Leonard, no luck.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Richardson dishes to Doncic. Pulls up. Buries the jump shot. Doncic has got his second bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here is George. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Doncic passes to Richardson. 1:32 left here in the first quarter. To the inside. Here's Doncic. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Doncic has got 6 points.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
From deep, George. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. We've got 1:08 left here in the opening quarter. Jackson against Doncic. The pass to Powell. Shoots over Cousins and misses it off the right side of the rim. Outside Jackson. The 3 from George. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. And it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleber. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. Passes it to Marjanovic. No one near him. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And George has learned a lot, and I think continues to evolve as a leader. He relishes the chance to deliver for this team.
And the second free throw, good. 17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Brunson scanning the floor. Kicks it to Powell from 18 feet away. Kept alive. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Mavericks. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Marjanovic, Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Redick against George. Puts it up from 12. The Clippers grab the miss. Jackson from long range. He can't hit that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Makes it off the glass.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 4. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. And stolen by Redick. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And Cousins comes over to help. And Redick kicks to Marjanovic. And Brunson has it in the corner. And the 3 off target. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Jackson against Brunson. It's Redick on the wing. Over George. The shot by Redick, no good.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
The score now all even. George has got 7 points in the game.
And George is very capable at knocking down difficult shots. I mean, because of his size and stroke and ball handling and his added strength, he's able to shoot over good defense and knock them down.
Stolen by Jackson. Cousins, the pass to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Outside Redick. To the paint. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Yep, it counts. Leonard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And the rejection by Cousins.
Cousins not one to be challenged there. Tenacious denial.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Mavericks trail by 4. Redick for 3. No good that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And now the Clippers on the break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the...
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Brunson against Beverly. Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. Pass to Redick from about 16. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
You know, Redick has a solid in-between game, and I like seeing him work that shot into his game from time to time.
26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Kennard. Fires the 3. A rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks trail by 4. Three-pointer. And J.J. Redick good for 3. Redick's got 5 now.
Well, and shooting does not get any prettier than that. Redick sensing separation and taking advantage beautifully.
And there's the pass to Kennard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Clippers lead by 4.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but and that does it for our halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Patrick Beverly. Katuma's out there with Ibaka. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 slot.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Clippers leading by 5. Here's Kennard. He's got 5. Outside, Batum. No good from outside. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Mavericks trail by 5. Doncic outside. Inside. Powell. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Powell's got his first 2 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Kennard for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Porzingis kicks to Kleber. On the wing, Doncic. Back to Kleber. 5 to shoot. For the tie. Offensive rebound.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Doncic against Beverly. The dish to Batum. Back to Beverly. Los Angeles with another miss.
Just 1 for 4 from the field. Not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Richardson finds Doncic. For the lead. Porzingis passes to Doncic. That puts them in the lead. Doncic has got 8 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Doncic passes to Pau. Back to Doncic. From deep three-point range. The 3 ball. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
A minute 42 left to play in the third. That's a 2 from Kennard. It doesn't go for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Now Doncic, 11 points in the game. Passes it to Porzingis. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Now it's a 3-point Maverick lead. And Kennard wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Doncic outside to the middle. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Pass to Kennard. Right wing. Out to the right wing. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that misses everything.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Porzingis finds Richardson. Back to Porzingis. Baseline try. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, it appears to me that pressure doesn't get to Porzingis, guys. In fact, you could actually make a case it makes him sharper and more focused.
Kennard for 3. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Dallas heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for the Mavericks, Richardson is out there with Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. That one wide left. Clippers trail by 7. Leonard looking around. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Leonard, the pass to Zubats.
And a struggle here to find a rhythm in the second half. The field goal percentage starting to tail off in a big way.
And George kicks to Zubats. Shot clock at 6. And another shot.
And the defense has really locked down on them in this half. They need to start working to get some higher percentage shots.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Doncic against Jackson. Kicks it out to Richardson. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Porzingis. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Offensive rebound. Zubats finds George. Back to Zubats. Jackson from long range. Mavericks with the rebound. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. Richardson, good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The deep 3 from George. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Mavericks leading by 9. Outside Hardaway. He dishes it to Richardson. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
And here's Doncic from the arc. The rebound by Paul George.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
That shot off. Holly-Stein dishes to Doncic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
That doesn't go either for Doncic. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Short. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Now just a 5-point Dallas lead. Doncic against Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Luka Doncic with the 3.
Boy, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that three-point line.
George from deep three-point land. The long-distance 3 is buried.
Hey, when you got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Jackson against Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Jackson. And he lays it straight in. Now just a 3-point Maverick lead.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Doncic against Jackson. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Knocks down the step-back J.
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic. He loves the chance to take and make these big ones.
Richardson against George. And here's Richardson. The pass to Porzingis. Shoots over Zubats. Porzingis can't hit. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's
oh my goodness! What a play!
Hey, you know that George is going to take the shot when the game is up for grabs. I mean, that's who he is, and that's what's expected of him. He's an exceptional decision maker in these situations, which makes it even more obvious.
Leonard against Doncic. Out to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. And it's Doncic missing. 17 seconds left in the 4th quarter. From deep, George buries the triple. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Shot after shot, one after the other. PG, Paul George, making it happen.
And here's Doncic from the arc. No good from three-point territory. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Dallas calls timeout. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from State. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Here we go.
And it's the Mavericks to start out. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Porzingis. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Doncic, and it's Richardson in at the shooting guard position.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Leonard hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
The three for Doncic. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Doncic has got 19 points.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Elbow shot. Back to Porzingis. Wants to get it to Doncic, and does.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position, and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
Here's Leonard. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And, guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hand on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. Here's Cousins. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Dallas has gone 2 for 2 on their three-point shots since we started overtime. Something they might want to stick with. Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Porzingis. Changes up. Just 4 to shoot. Throws it up high. Rebounded by Jackson. LA's got neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall here in overtime. George, no good.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Richardson attacking. Charity stripe shot. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
And foul on the shot. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials
officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but